Getting set for race number 6 from Redshores in Charlottetown this afternoon as the horses swing in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. Back upstairs to Vance Cameron for the race call.
Pictonian, I Am, Sports Report, Brush Cut, The Fox, Keeper Floored, Promise Me Art. There's a half a dozen noses moving up on the gate. 6th race, top of the stretch. They're approaching a start. The rough and pacing, Brush Cut and Keeper Floored. Pictonian, I Am at the rail leaving out. The Fox 4th, Promise Me Art way wide 5th. At the rail, Sports Report 6th. They move round the turn, approaching the 8th. Pictonian, I Am at the rail, the leader. That's Keeper Floored driving up to challenge. 3rd at the rail, Brush Cut now in 4th. That's the Fox. Promise Me Art goes 5th. Then the trailer on the backstretch. That is Sports Report. Off stride went the Fox going to the quarter. Now led by Keeper Floored in line to Kenny Arsenault. 29 and 1 the quarter mile. Pictonian, I Am is second. 3rd is Brush Cut. That's Promise Me Art 4th. On the move in the outside, the Fox 5th. Trailing the field is the post-time favorite, Sports Report. Down the stretch they come, approaching the midway point. That is Keeper Floored, the leader. Pictonian, I Am is second. Out in the middle of the track, that's the Fox 3rd. Racing 4th, Brush Cut. On the outside, 5th is Promise Me Art. And a gapped-out trailer, that is Sports Report, 59 seconds flat was the half mile. They're midway around the paddock turn for the second time, led by Keeper Floored. The Fox on the outside, second in the pocket. Pictonian, I Am 3rd. Going 3 wide, 4th. That's Promise Me Art. 5th up the rail, Brush Cut, and Sports Report continuing to trail. 3/4 coming next, and Keeper Floored will get them there. Pictonian, I Am at the rail, second. Racing from 3rd at the inside is Brush Cut. Between horses, the Fox is 4th. Promise Me Art 5th, and Sports Report trails. 128 and 3 was the 3/4, and they're homeward bound. Keeper Floored, the leader. Pictonian, I Am on the outside, challenging late. Brush Cut at the rail, 3rd. Coming to the wire next. Keeper Floored in line to Kenny Arsenault. 2nd is Pictonian, I Am. Brush Cut will finish 3rd. 156.4.
Okay, here's the slow-mo for race number 6 from Redshores in Charlottetown this afternoon. Keeper Floored right off the wings here today and clearing up. And the boss early on here for Kenny Arsenault this afternoon, 29 and 1. Put Pictonian, I Am in the 2-hole. They raced the half, 59 and 1. Good rating by Kenny. 3/4, 128 and 3. He's still there, but you know Pictonian, I Am is going to angle out and take a shot at him here late, but he can't get to him. Only to the wheel here today, but can't get by Keeper Floored, who was put on the point and the leader at every call and a winner in race number 6 at Redshores, 156 and 4. Pictonian, I Am tracks in all the way for 2nd. Brush Cut up for 3rd. Keeper Floored and Arsenault win the 6th at Redshores.
Well, this horse has found new life since relocating to Belfast as he arrives at the sixth race winner's circle. That is Keeper Floored. Bay facing Colt 3 by Sports Rider from the intrepid Sealster Keeper's Destiny. Owned by Wendy and Christopher McCrae of Belfast, trained by Roger McCrae. Kenny Arsenault, one of the winningest drivers all time at the driving park, in the driver's seat to guide him to a new race win record. 156-4. Keeper Floored upsets the sixth. Now, the official results in race 6, Pictonian I Am was second, Sports Report fourth, Brush Cut third, The Fox fifth, Keeper Floored, the race winner, Promise Me Yard sixth, 29-1, 59, 128-3, and the mile 156-4. From the top 243, 516. Keeper Floored paid $27.30. The exactor 66.50, triactor 427.50. And the superfactor was 98.17.
Okay, getting set for race number 7 from Redshores in Charlottetown this afternoon. Welcome back to the HBI broadcast desk here at the top of the park in Charlottetown. I'm your host, Peter McPhee. We've had some great racing so far this afternoon. We've had some great payouts, and working on the back half of the card here now as we get to race number 7. We'll get to the picks in a moment. Just want to remind you of Monday's nights at Summerside, Redshore Summerside, special post time, 6:30 p.m. On-track customers who play the Pick 5, they'll receive a buy one, get one voucher. Wild Horses tags will be $50 a race. There'll also be some prize giveaways on Monday nights. Off-track customers can play through HBIBet.com. Mondays at Summerside, you can go to Redshores.ca for race dates and free programs, and it'll all happen on Monday night. First post in Summerside is 6:30 as we work on the 7th here this afternoon at Red Shores, and we're going to head to the rail here. Doc Darrell for Colin Shepard. This guy is a stone-cold closer. He can really finish out on the mile, and we'll get back to the picks in just a second as the post parade is coming out for 7th.
Today's 7th race does feature that jackpot high five on parade number 1, Doc Darrell, owned by Morgan Shepard of Brackley Beach, Colin Shepard Training and Driving. Two is Luigi Bizzacco, owned by Amanda McTavish of Harrington, Stephen Murphy Training and Driving. Woodmere Rolex number 3, owned by David Lund of Moncton, New Brunswick, trained by Earl Smith. Brody McPhee drives. For Brookdale Ollie, owned by Bill Kenny of Hunter River, and Gary Ford of Stratford, trained by Vaughn Doyle, Kenny Arsenault. Five World Wonder, owned by Sandra Webster, Courtney Gallant, and Carly Ward, trained by Cliff Murphy. Kenny Murphy's in the sulky. Big Bad Bruiser number 6, owned by Neil Mose of Cornwall, trained by Neil Bamberg. Today, Mark Bradley. Seven, Mr. Riley, owned by Jimmy Gorman, Darlene Compton, and Kerry Taylor. Corey McPherson trains and drives. 8, Grand Avenue Legend, owned by Thane Arsenault, Jack Arsenault, Deborah Wilson, and Barry McLeod. Thane Arsenault is the trainer, Jason Hughes above the wheels. 4 minutes wagering time on today's 7th race. And Peter, you and I are coming up with our Jackpot High Five selections. We thank Results Advertising and Marketing for their presentation of the Vance Cam. I must say the program director threw a monkey wrench into this one for me, Pete. I had the 8th race all picked up till you and I had some conversations just before we went on air. And the 7th race on the day will feature that Jackpot High Five. I'm going to the rail, Doc Darrell. This horse just run at a racetrack his last start, defeated by just a 1 length on the end of it. And as you mentioned just before the post parade, he's a stone cold closer. Has the rail to work from today. I like number 4, Brookdale Ollie. Kenny Arsenault may choose to leave in here. He's been racing real well. If you look down the program, he shows a mile and 55 and 3 on the front end going to the winner's circle. For the triactor players, I like number 5, World Wonder, out of the Cliff Murphy barn. Super effective players, I'm throwing in the 3, Woodmere Rolex, and my Jackpot High Five concludes with the 7 entry, Mr. Riley. I like 1, 4, 5, 3, 7. Peter, your choices.
We're close, Vance, but I'm with you. I'm on Doc Darrell as well. I like the way this guy races. He's always storming home, and I think he might get there in the end today. As you mentioned, he's on the rail here for Colin Shepard. I'm going to go to the 5 World Wonder for second. Another guy that's pretty consistent when you look at his chart lines. He always seems to be there week in, week out. We'll call for second. Mr. Riley, to me, starting to turn the corner here. He's put together 3 nice starts, so we'll call for third. You mentioned Brookdale Ollie. I think he'll be up handy the pace here today, so we'll call for fourth. And I'm going to throw in a long shot here, Vance. How about the 8 Grand Avenue Legend? Because Jason Hughes, as you know very well, has been rolling of late. So I'm going to play it 1, 5, 7, 4, 8 from this side of the desk. You've heard Vance's selections and you've heard mine. Just a couple of minutes to get yours here in race number 7. Okay, this turned into a good betting board here in the 7th. Exactor, the Jackpot High Five, super effective try, win, place, and show. Tag your ticket here as well, $25 jackpot. Let's take a quick look at the board here before we go. We're under a minute here, 8-5 on Doc Darrell. Luigi Bizzacco's from Post 2 here for Stephen Murphy today. They're 17-1. Woodmere Rolex and McPhee, 8-1. Brookdale Ollie and Kenny Arsenault, they're 3-1. Kenny won the last one, so he's looking to go back-to-back here. World Wonder and Kenny Murphy, They're from post 5 at 3-1. Big Bad Bruiser. It's Mark Bradley today, 17-1. Mr. Riley and McPherson, they've been rolling along of late. They have back-to-back wins, so they're looking for 3 straight here at 7-2. And Grand Avenue Legend and Hughes, they're dropping down a little bit here. They were at 20-1. They're now all the way down to 11-1. So this is a good betting board. Sets up to be a very competitive race here in the 7th at Red Shores. Make sure you're in on the action. Getting set for race number 7 from Red Shores in Charlottetown this afternoon. As the horses swing in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. Vance Cameron, up to you for the race call.
Doc Darrell, Luigi Bizzacco, Woodmere Rolex, Brookdale Ollie, World Wonder, Big Bad Bruiser, Mr. Riley, Grand Avenue Legend on the grandstand side. 7th race, top of the stretch. Here they come. Rough and pacing, Brookdale Ollie is firing out. Doc Darrell along the rail, 3rd into the turn. That is World Wonder. Woodmere Rolex goes 4th as they race to the opening 8th. Racing 5th is Luigi Bizzacco from the outside in 6th, Mr. Riley. Grand Avenue Legend, then the trailer. That is Big Bad Bruiser. On the backstretch, they go to the opening quarter. Doc Darrell demanding the lead, and Colin Shepherd has him right on the engine. 2nd is Brookdale Ollie, now 3rd. That is Woodmere Rolex. 4th up the rail, World Wonder. Luigi Bizzacco 5th. On the move in the outside 6th is Grand Avenue Legend. Then it's Mr. Riley 7th. And the trailer, that's Big Bad Bruiser. 28 and 3 was the opening quarter mile, and he's in unfamiliar territory. Doc Darrell, and that is the leader towards the half. Here comes World Wonder now to take a shot at him. Racing 3rd is Brookdale Ollie. 4th on the outside, Grand Avenue Legend. Woodmere Rolex is 5th. Then 6th on the outside, Luigi Bizzacco. Mr. Riley in 7th. Trailing the field, Big Bad Bruiser. 58 and 1 was the half mile. They approach 5/8 with Doc Darrell the leader. World Wonder the challenger. In the pocket, Brookdale Ollie 3rd. Moving up 4th on the outside, Luigi Bizzacco. Grand Avenue Legend on the rail is 5th. Outside in 6th, Mr. Riley with Woodmere Rolex. And the trailer, Big Bad Bruiser. 3 wide at 3/4. They're still led by Doc Darrell. Brookdale Ollie at the rail, regaining 2nd. In between horses, World Wonder. 3 high 4th, Luigi Bizzacco. 127 and 2 was the 3/4. Homeward bound, it's Doc Darrell the leader. Brookdale Ollie coming to the outside. Grand Avenue Legend along the rail. Deep in the stretch now, on the wire next. And it's Doc Darrell all the way for Colin Shepherd. Brookdale Ollie 2nd, Grand Avenue Legend 3rd. 156-2.
Okay, here's the slow-mo for race number 7. Started the back half of the card here at Red Shores in Charlottetown this afternoon. Brought to you by Universal Media, and we talked about this guy in the pre-race. He's a stone-cold closer. He's usually coming from the back and sweeping a lot of them late here. Different tactics today. He was on the rail for Colin, And Colin demanded the lead here. 28-3. Snappy over there for Doc Darrell. 58-1. Brookdale Ollie tracking all the way in the 2-hole. Jason came flying early with Grand Avenue Legend. 127-2. Still Doc Darrell. Kenny's going to take a shot late here. Brookdale Ollie angling out here, trying to wear him down. Not going to get there in the end. 156-2. Gate to wire for Doc Darrell today. As Van said, he's not used to being on the front end, but he was today, and he was sent right down the highway, and a winner for Colin Shepard here in race number 7 at Red Shores.
Doc Darrell arriving at the 7th race winner's circle. Bay Pacing Stallion 4 by Sunshine Beach. Off the Better's Delight Dam, Sir Libs Z Tam. Owned by Morgan Shepherd of Brackley Beach. Colin Shepherd training and driving. Put the horse on top at every call, winning in 156-2. Doc Darrell wires the 7th.